The purpose of doing business is threefold. The first purpose is to provide information and education opportunities for business owners. The second purpose is to provide investment opportunities for will-be business owners or existing business owners. We also provide business advisory services for startups and established companies. In this episode of Doing Business, we'll be talking about the various obstacles to business development, and one of these obstacles is product development. A lot of business owners do not engage in essential product development. Even if you're a retailer, you still need to understand product development because you need to be able to identify the right products for your target market. As a member of the Doing Business program, you will have access to various information and various educational opportunities to help you grow your business. If you do not have an existing business, but you have an interest in starting up a business, the Doing Business program is perfect for you because you learn a lot of startup ideas and startup systems that you need to set in place in order to have a business that will stand the test of time. We also have the Doing Business webinars that I would like you to participate in. We have one coming up very soon. If you want more information, you can check in the link below. You can also check in the link below for the Doing Business Africa membership program as well. There are four important elements in product development. The first one is value-added services. What are value-added services? There are certain services that you can add to your product or core service so that your customers get more value for their money. That is, you give them a higher value proposition. For example, if you have a salon, you could give your customers who come in to get their hair done a complimentary brow shaping or change of nail polish. Those are the things that you can do to add some value to your existing services. So beyond your core service or your core product, you can add some supplementary services that add more value to what you're selling. This puts you ahead of the pack and ahead of the competition so that you're not in the same category as all your other competitors who are selling the same service or selling the same product as you are. The second element in product design that I would like to talk about is tropical or cultural differences. There's a well-known restaurant chain that is very global. When they came into Nigeria, they added jollof rice to their menu. They also added more pepper to their chicken so that it could appeal to the local taste. There's also a brand of mobile phone that I bought that allows me to go without charging my phone for over 3 days. It is very specific to where I live because of the power problems that we have in this region. So it's important to tailor your product to the region or the culture that you're targeting when wanting to sell to new customers. The third element that I would like to talk about in product design is affordability and market reach. Take, for example, this reaches a different market, and this also reaches a different target market. It's the same exact product, but it's been prepared or it's been designed for a different market segment. So segmentation is very important to your product design. If anybody is watching from Nestle, please give me a call. So this reaches a different market, and this also reaches a different target market. So when designing products, think of the different market segments that you like to reach. What can you sell to more people, or how can you sell to more people? That should be the question that you ask when designing your product, that is your goods or your services. The fourth element of product design, of good product design, is when you have a product that saves people time or gives them convenience. Take, for example, noodles. Noodles is not a Nigerian cultural product, but it has become very relevant in our environment because it serves a need for time saving and convenience. If you're very exhausted at the end of a very busy day and you get home and you don't feel like getting into the kitchen and doing a whole load of things just to get something to eat, then you can quickly chop up some onions, take a few condiments, throw it inside a pot, and you have a noodle that you can eat that evening. And it's very convenient and it's very, very fast. This is not an advert for any noodle company, but I'm trying to let you understand the importance of being able to save people time and money and being able to save them the inconvenience of having to prepare certain products. So it's very important for you to think of time and convenience when designing your product. So I'm Stephanie Pius from the Doing Business program, and we're talking about the obstacles to doing business. And in this episode, we looked at the various elements that make good product design that will help you to expand your market and reach more people with your product, your goods, or your services. Remember that researchers have found that one of the biggest things that causes people's businesses to fail is the lack of a target market, the lack of a market for your product, that is your goods or your service. So it's very important to know whether there's actually a market for what you're doing. If there's no market for what you're doing, then you're not going to be able to sell. So before you spend so much money setting up your business, you have to be sure that there's a market, that there's a demand, a need for that service or for that good that you're producing. Thank you very much. Once again, this is Stephanie Pius, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Doing Business.